Hey, one more time. We're top 1%ers. It's got to be right or it's wrong.
Put that on a t-shirt.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Punks Talk Wrestling! On this episode, we dig into all that's happened in this year's Royal Rumble, including 2 returns in the men's and women's matches, the dominant debut of Jade Cargill, the unexpected entrance of the TNA Knockouts champion, and the most egregious entrance submission ever. I am Star W. Hellborn, one half of your Punks Talk Wrestling Tag Team Champion hosts of the world, hailing quote-unquote from Philly, and always virtually by my side, 3,500 miles away in London, England. He is my tag team podcast partner. He is the well wanker, the blimey bugger, the prat and plonker, and always the proper prick, CJ Newman!
Oh, God. Oh, such bad use of British slang. Anyway, did you know that Owen Hart left 3 different WrestleManias, 3 different times, 3 different people as the WWF Tag Team Champions?
3 different WrestleManias,
Yeah.
3 different partners,
Yeah.
3 different tag team
Championship wins, that's right. You need to name all 3 of them. You got 30 seconds, go.
Oh my god, 30 seconds? I thought I usually have a minute for this.
You're wasting your time right now.
Oh, fuck. New Heart Foundation with...
No.
Amber
Oh, wait.
Lynn?
No,
New
no,
Heart...
sorry.
No.
No.
Too Cold Scorpio.
No.
No. Fuck, I don't even know where that came from.
I'll give you the minute.
Was Coco Beware one of them?
No.
No. He did tag with Coco Beware.
He did, but yeah, it's not. No.
I have zero idea of
Well, you
any
got
of-
20 more seconds.
I got 20 more seconds. Oh, man. Dan's going to be so mad at me that I don't know any of this. What the fuck? Was he tag team champions with...
5 more seconds.
Who the fuck was he tag team champions
And you're
with?
out of time. It's all
Ever.
over. Jeez,
Zero.
this is the worst of you've ever
Zero
done.
for 3.
Yeah.
I have no idea. This is bad. I'm terrible. I'm the worst.
Yeah, you're pretty bad. You've got Yokozuna,
Oh, man.
the British Bulldog,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeff Jarrett. Those are the 3.
Damn, man. And WrestleMania, no less.
Yeah, won all 3 of them at WrestleMania and left. Well, I don't think he won, but I need to look into that. But he left WrestleMania 3 times as WWF Tag Team Champion with 3 different people. He also held the Tag Team Championships with Yokozuna twice as well. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Man, that is the worst I've ever done.
that's the worst you've ever done. It's pretty niche, though. I'll give you that.
A giant 0.
Big fat nothing.
That's me. A big fat nothing.
Yep,
That big circle with nothing in the middle.
that's right.
That's me.
I mean, you can draw one of those circles with like the cross through it, but that still means 0. So
That's still means 0.
yeah,
It's -0.
yeah.
Man, that was good. That was good, man. You completely stumped me on that one.
There you go.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Who else knew what that though?
I mean, I didn't. I just look up these facts. I don't know half of them before I look them up. I just find them.
Right. I mean, nobody knows anything until they learn.
You're lucky. I almost asked you to name me every Intercontinental Champion from 2001. There's 12 of them. That's why. It's
Holy shit.
more than any other year ever in history. That's why.
See, I think what tripped me up the most is that did you know has nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
Yeah, I guess so. But sometimes it's really hard to relate them. Okay, so cut me some damn slack. I find the did you knows around here, not you. They can be whatever they want to be about.
That's right.
In fact, one week they might not even be about wrestling. I'll just be like, did you know I had a ham sandwich for lunch?
See, there we go.
Yeah. Did you know I had 3 ingredients in my sandwich at lunchtime? Can you guess all of them? You got 1 minute. Go.
Well, one of them's ham. The other's bread and mustard.
No.
Lettuce.
No.
Tomato.
No.
Bacon.
No.
Do you put ketchup on your ham sandwiches?
No. Jesus Christ. I'm not a monster.
What? Well, I mean, I put ketchup on ham. All this. I used to. My family tried to disown me at Thanksgiving. Well, you don't have Thanksgiving in.
No, but we have similar food like roast dinners and stuff,
yeah.
right? So.
But ham traditionally, you are aware that ketchup doesn't traditionally go on ham, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not for me. Not for me. Ketchup goes on ham. I'll put ketchup on.
I can put ketchup on anything.
Dude, I used to eat. Did you know? Here's a bonus about food. I used to, during a point in my life that I was eating tuna fish out of a can.
Yeah.
I would
Good shit.
I would open up canned tuna fish, I'd drain a little bit of the water out, and then I'd put ketchup straight on the tuna fish.
Yeah.
Eat it right out of the can.
That's weird.
Or I'd go to Wendy's and I would get their Wendy's sweet and sour sauce for their nuggets.
Right.
And I'd put sweet and sour sauce on the tuna fish.
I can't.
In the can.
The only thing I can have with tuna is mayonnaise.
I can't stand mayonnaise. I hate mayonnaise.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you've ever mixed mayonnaise with ketchup.
Well, I have when making Thousand Island dressing.
Right.
It's basically ketchup, mayonnaise, and relish.
Yeah, and that's
But
good. That's good stuff.
2 out of 3. Those two, the ketchup and the relish, counteract the negativity of.
You guys don't have salad cream, do you?
Salad cream? I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have anything called salad cream.
I need to find out if it's called anything in the States. But we have this thing
Whoa.
called salad cream. Heinz make it. It's literally just called salad cream.
Really?
Yeah. If you haven't, I'll try and bring over a small bottle.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't know if they'll let you carry on a full bottle of.
Oh yeah, shit.
Well, maybe. Well, you know what? Maybe you can ship it. Maybe ship it
Yeah,
over.
I'll just ship over. I was thinking I might ship over a bunch of food before I come, just so you can try some stuff.
Oh, bring us a box of biscuits, please. I need more biscuits.
Well, last time I came, I brought some hobnobs, and they got there just fine. I declared them on the plane, and they didn't ask for anything. So
Okay. Well, hey,
but I don't know.
Try it out.
Maybe
We'll figure
sauce is a different story.
Yeah, because it's they might consider it a liquid, and
I would consider it a liquid. Yeah. Anyway,
viscous. It's a viscous liquid.
This isn't Punk's talk.
This isn't Punk's Tongue condiments.
Condiments. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I was going to say confectionery, but that's a different thing.
No, but we could. We can have an offshoot.
Yeah.
Punk's talk food.
Yeah, Punk's talk food. I could definitely
confections
talk about
and
food.
condiments.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Let's just talk about food all day. Fuck the Royal Rumble.
Fuck it. We've just recorded for 2.5 hours, but I could delete that. That's
in the
fine.
can, just toss it out. No one wants to hear us talk about wrestling anymore.
Nope.
We've been 24 episodes. Let's
change
spice
it up a bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Throw some coriander into the ketchup.
Yeah.
Throw some oregano into your what salad sauce or whatever it's called.
Salad sauce. Salad cream.
Salad cream.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna call it salad sauce from now on,
what would be the dog's bollocks of salad cream?
Salad cream. There's only one.
Salad cream. Oh, it's just
It's Heinz salad cream.
Salad. That's the dog's bollocks
Of salad cream, because there's only one.
There's only one. Okay, there isn't. Okay, it's just it. That's it.
Yeah. No other salad cream.
You can't hinder the Heinz.
Very good.
Unlike someone somewhere in the back is. Well, okay, I know. We're gonna go into this again. I'm shaking with anger at this.
All right, let's get into that.
Let's get into it.
Right.
We'll talk about it later on because we already talked about it earlier on.
Let's talk about it later on because we talked about it earlier on. If anyone who doesn't know what we mean by that, you're really confused. But don't worry, just stick with us.
Then go to our Patreon at
patreon.com/punkstalkwrestling.
Yeah, and you'll get it.
Yeah,
be on the inside. Get some inside baseball.
Yeah,
as they say.
As they say,
because that's a term. That's a British term. Even though you don't have baseball in.
No, British people don't use it. I just know what it means.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a weird term. Well, see, there you go. Inside baseball. That's a term. That's an American term that isn't necessarily.
We have a term over here with cricket. And if anyone ever says, "Oh, that's just not cricket," that basically means kind of like, "Oh, that's not cool."
Oh, okay. Because cricket is cool?
No, cricket's really not cool.
Well, then that doesn't make any sense.
Or like it kind of...
If it's not cricket, and then it's not cool...
Or kind of like more
cricket,
so, I think more so, not less than cool, but more something that goes against the rules. If you go against the rules, you go, that's not cricket.
Okay. See,
yeah.
There's a deeper understanding of the root of the phrase.
You guys say that's all gravy, right?
Some people do. Yeah. Gravy. Yeah, gravy's kind of that's not. It's not a slang term that has much traction in today's the lexicon of the American youth. But wow, that's a 50-cent word that pulled right out of my ass.
You could have sounded more old just by saying that sentence. The lexicon of today's youth. Jesus.
Well, I am pretty old. I am pretty old by standards of people that are younger than me.
Yeah, I'm pretty old I'm pretty old too, according to other people.
Yeah.
According apparently at work, I'm fucking old. That's bullshit. I hate that.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Well, I mean, stop. If you get a better
balding, I can't do that. It's too late.
I don't know where I was going to go with that. So we just get right into the paper. It's not a pay-per-view. Let's just get it.
Let's talk
let's
about
jump
wrestling.
right. Oh wait. What did we had it? We had a new term for it. We'll edit this part out. We had a new term. Slider. What did we do? What did we say last?
Let's talk
episode?
about that. Let's.
No. Man, we totally forgot. I'm gonna go pull it out of last week's episode and just edit it. Into
I don't even think we said
episode.
it in last week's episode though, because I remember distinctly that we didn't say it.
Oh, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I'll find it. Well, whatever we said, whenever we said it.
That.
Yeah. Imagine we said that again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. Well, before we get into the nitty gritty of the actual event,
yeah,
the attendance was 48,044 people. St. Petersburg, Florida, Tropicana Field, which is obviously where the Thunderdome was held for about a year.
Right. This was the first, and if I'm not mistaken, this was their first time back to the Tropicana.
First time back since, yeah, and I believe probably the first actual event with a crowd in the Tropicana Field as well.
Yes, because they hadn't used that.
Yeah, they hadn't used it before the pandemic, and they haven't used it since. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah. We've got Michael Cole and Corey Graves and a returning Pat McAfee on commentator, along with Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto as the Spanish commentators. Once again, I mean, I think Samantha Irvin is the only ring announcer now in WWE.
I think Mike Rome still does SmackDown, right?
Oh, that's right. Mike Rome does SmackDown, but
Samantha Irvin is just like she's like they've struck gold with her, man. Like I don't know, we've had people like Justin Roberts, we've had I feel like this is the biggest announcer we've had since like Lillian Garcia, I'd say.
Yeah, Lillian. Oh yeah, Lillian was
like I feel
amazing.
Like Lillian Garcia had a bit of a following of her own. I feel like Samantha Irvin has just the same thing.
Yes. This is what we were talking about before. Is that everybody's over? Even the ring announcers are over.
Yeah.
The referees are getting over.
It's true.
I mean, the commentators have been over for a while now, which was the first step.
You know what's really cool? So that last week they announced WWE 2K24 is coming out in March.
Yes.
And for the first time ever, the referees have been scanned for the game. So actual referees are going to be in the game, which is amazing.
Yes, I know. How amazing is that?
And it's just so cool to as you say, everyone's over. People wanted to see the actual referees in the game because people have their favorite referees, I'm sure. So
speaking of referees, let's go down the line of who we had on tonight, and I will try not to butcher some of their names because I'm not familiar with everybody. But we've got Danilo and Fibio.
What a name.
Tell me if I pronounced that horribly wrong. Danilo, someone tell me how to pronounce it right.
Good name.
Sean Bennett, Jessica Carr, of course, who is very much over.
Yeah.
Dan Engler, Daphne LaShawn, Eddie Orengo, Ryan Tran, and Rod Zapata.
Yeah.
We had Kayla Braxton as the interview, Jackie Redmond, Pete Rosenberg, Booker T, and Wade Barrett on the pre-show panel, which I didn't watch, and I'm sure you didn't either.
No, I didn't, no. Yeah, the first match going in, I mean, I think it's normally opened with the women's Royal Rumble match. I think it's a good way. And it's great now having two Royal Rumble matches because you can open and close with one, which is brilliant.
I think the first time they had a women, was it the first year that they had a
women's
The first year they
had
Rumble?
it was on first, yeah. It was on last, sorry.
It was on last, that's what, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I do want to say that there is one glaring mistake that has been made on WWE's part, and I will. This is my only criticism. Because they had an opportunity, and they completely hindered Jinder by not having him in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. I just that's completely.
It is unacceptable. Triple H, if you're listening, because I know you are, because I know you've bugged our channels, you disrespected the modern day Maharaja by not including him in the Royal Rumble, and it's an unforgivable offense in my opinion. So I will not be giving this Royal Rumble a full 20 out of 20.
I will tell you one thing though.
What's that?
Jinder Mahal has his own merch now.
Yes, he does.
And it says "Don't hinder Jinder."
Yes, he does.
In the Indian flag colors.
And guess who is ordering one in size medium and is going to be wearing it at WrestleMania?
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's actually get into. Let's go right into the first match then.
Yeah. So I mean, we start off with Natalya. Going into so Natalya she's been in every single women's Royal Rumble match.
Yes, she has.
Only her and Liv Morgan, who we'll give away now. Obviously, she returned at number 30.
Obviously, yeah. We don't have to worry about spoilers.
If you ain't watched it, go watch it. Come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liv Morgan obviously returns at the end of the night. But Liv Morgan and Natalya, the only two women to be in every single women's Royal Rumble match.
I love. We do the spoiler first, and then we tell people
then the disclaimer. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's what editing is for. That's what post. That's what post production.
Second person in the match is who lasted the longest. No bullshit. That was Bayley. But Naomi. At number 2, returning from a little. Well, she was in TNA before, literally a week ago or so, actually.
Yeah.
So,
but it's good it is great to see Naomi back. I knew she was in TNA. I had no idea she would be there.
It's good to feel the glow again. You know,
feel the glow and to see those boots.
The boots, the entrance, the glowing attire,
those LED boots.
Her hair that said Naomi.
Oh my God, that was so cool.
Yeah. But it's crazy. So Naomi was at TNA's first pay-per-view back as TNA after they rebranded, which was hard to kill. Was only like 2 weeks ago, and the women's, or the knockouts as they call it there, a knockouts championship match for that event was Naomi versus Jordynne Grace.
Yes.
Obviously Jordynne Grace beat Naomi for that title. Yeah. And here she comes at entrant number 5 with the Knockouts Championship.
Yes, after Candice LeRae, who I forgot was even there. Let's talk about this let's talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
I did not know who Jordynne Grace was because I don't watch TNA.
I caught wind of her. I'd seen her before, as in like pictures of her, because she's jacked as hell.
Holy my God.
Yeah.
My
she's impressive.
When I saw her walk out, I'm like, I think I'm in love. I think I have to watch TNA now. Like I'm now a fan of Jordan Grace. I'm going to go check it out. I want to see that match with her and Naomi.
Yeah, and it's great. It's great as well, like to have those two have history, but in another company. And then only 2 weeks ago, have Naomi lose the championship to her, and then here they are again, like 2 weeks later, in front of 50,000 people.
Next out, if we're just gonna run, we'll just run them down.
We'll quickly run down. Indy Hartwell,
Indy Hartwell's next. Asuka's on number 7. Ivy Nile and Katana Chance are 8 and 9.
Belair, she was number 10. She lasted a good 47 minutes and 46 seconds. She was in there for quite some time.
Yeah. What was that? Kairi Sane came out next. Yep. She lasted 5 minutes. Was eliminated.
If you noticed during the match, they in the top of the screen, they would have the top 3.
Yes.
The times of people.
Yes.
Which I love. That's such a good touch. It was almost like doing that made it feel like a sport. Do you know what I mean? It felt like like we got some stats going on here.
People love clocks and timers and countdown. Like we've known this forever. People love countdowns.
Yeah.
They love clocks. They love time. They love knowing the time. They love knowing what time is coming next.
Yep. Wrestling fans love statistics, man.
They do.
They do.
And they love counting.
And they love counting, even though they're quite
just
bad
numbers
at it.
In general. Wrestling fans love numbers.
You're right. Wrestling fans just do love numbers.
Yeah.
And no better event for numbers than the Royal Rumble.
That's true. So after that, we got Tegan Knox lasted a minute and 20. Tegan Knox at 12 lasted a minute 20 and was eliminated by Bayley.
No, she didn't last very long at all.
Kaden Carter in at number 13. She was in for 11 minutes 48 seconds.
Yeah, and eliminated the tag team champions, Kairi Sane and Asuka, which is
she did
pretty good going for Kaden Carter right there.
Yeah,
and I'm finally learning Kaden Carter and Katana Chance's names. Like I know their names now.
I still got it messed up once.
I'm getting better though. I'm getting better.
Yeah. But this is we've talked about that. Well, I've talked about this. This is another pet peeve of mine with NXT, and there's just they've got a lot of names that are just so similar, or so that it's just like I don't like. Let me just take a moment. Let's just take a moment. Let's take a brief sidetrack into the NXT women's division.
Okay.
Because I want to just go through these real quick. Here's our NXT current roster. We've got. Oh, I can't see them all in one. I can't see them all in one page. Man, there's going to be a lot of editing here.
Here we go. Yeah, I've got Adriana Rizzo, Amari Miller, Ariana Grace, Ava, Blair Davenport, Cora Jade, Danny Palmer, Fallon Henley, Gigi Dolan, Izzy Dame, JC Jane, Jada Parker, Jakara Jackson.
Yeah, JCJ, Jakarta Jackson, Jarba. There's so many
J's. It's a lot of da names, right? 4 syllable. Like Lyra Valkyria, like Nikita Lyons, Roxanne Perez, Stevie Turner, Tatum Paxley, Thea Hale, like Tiffany Stratton.
None of those names tell me anything about them.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And I think that's sort of, and I guess that's sort of what I'm having trouble with. And it's the ... names.
Yeah.
You know, which is maybe why on the main roster they're so hip on, one name people for certain things. Because if you just called Katana Chance Katana, Katana and it's easier to remember who Katana is than who's Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Like it just now maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know. I would just love to see a little more it just seems, I don't know, a little more creativity in those naming conventions for some of them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why they even changed her name. Like, I get it. WWE likes to own the names, and I get that, but like, give us something that makes us remember who these people are better, please.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. I don't want to be critical of them, and it's not taking away anything from any of the performers, because all of them I've watched NXT all the time, and everybody's doing great. Like, the women's division in NXT is fucking fire.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't know who anybody is.
I did actually see one
don't
complaint, and I actually agreed. Is that because I actually had this problem too? A lot of the women's roster's theme music is very generic.
That's the same thing. Yes,
during the whole Royal Rumble, when someone came out, I didn't know who it was until I saw them, because their music didn't make me go, unless it's like Asuka or something like that. I know when their music hits, it's cool, or Becky Lynch or something. But
please just give each of them their own better identities.
Yeah, they just need to be more fleshed out, and like, I get it. Like, we got.
I mean, 30... obviously, there's people jumping to the top. Tiffany Stratton obviously is got a rocket.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the match itself.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
I think we're Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. All right. Piper Niven was next in number 15.
Yeah.
She got eliminated by Nia Jax at 12 minutes and 39 seconds for herself.
Yep.
Xia Li at 16 was also eliminated by Nia Jax after 6 minutes and 46 seconds in the ring. Then we have another one of my favorites, and I don't know, a lot of people's favorites, Zelina Vega with I don't know what video game character she was.
Yeah, it seems like this is the 5th year in a row that she's done this now. So,
but man, I appreciate her insane level of details, and her ring entrance gear is just phenomenal. She's one of the most fantastic people with her entrance gear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to know what it is to see the amount of work that she puts into it, and know that people that get it are going to get it.
Oh, people that get it are going to get a real kick out of it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And goddamn, she looks in the best shape she's ever been. Like,
oh yeah.
Everybody. That's the other thing. I want to just hands down, the entire roster, men and women, even the refs. Even the refs are getting in better shape. The refs are starting to get jacked.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is getting healthier, is looking better. I mean, dude, sideline. You see the Chris Van Vliet post with Akira Tozawa?
Yeah, and the old picture of him. I never even knew that he looked like that.
Fuck, man. I had no idea he was that big. 240 pounds?
That's crazy, right?
To 155. Dude.
And he's in incredible shape now. Incredible shape.
He looks, and you can, just see it on, you can see it on everybody's faces. They all look better. They all feel better. Everybody's getting healthier, and like, hands up to that,
Yeah.
Hands up to that. Xia Li at 6. Oh wait, we were already there. Zelina Vega. Number 18 was Maxine Dupree. I have to, because no one else does it. She was eliminated by Bayley in 6 minutes and 39 seconds. This is what's weird, because Nia Jax is out at number 19. After Adam Cole. Not Adam Cole. Whoops, wrong Cole. Michael Cole. Well, hey, it was Michael Cole that said the wrong name too when he called somebody. What did he? I think he called Piper. Did he accidentally call Piper Niven Nia Jax right before Nia Jax came out?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if any of them know who's coming out next. They might not, but it was a little. Michael Cole made a little bit of a flub, and then he kind of covered it up when Nia Jax just came out. Nia Jax at number 19 was eliminated by Jade Cargill, which we haven't gotten to yet, so surprise, Jade Cargill's in the Royal Rumble. She's here. She showed up.
Jade Cargill in this match was, I mean, this is obviously her first match in general.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
what a way to bring her in, man. Like, I found out, like, outside of the Royal Rumble, this Royal Rumble match was her 67th match ever in professional wrestling.
Damn.
And, like, obviously all of her 66 other matches were in AEW. Before then, she had, I don't know. She's very, very new to the business. Yeah. And the fact that she could hold her own in such a large, grand stage at that, you know, it's like, it's
the second
incredible.
biggest. Yeah, like I said, second biggest WWE event of the year.
Yeah,
you know, next to WrestleMania, and
she came across like an absolute fucking superstar. Her face off with Nia Jax, her face off with Bianca Belair, like, and being in like the final three. You know what I mean? It's just
amazing. They've got they know exactly what they're doing with her. And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we see her on SmackDown, because we didn't see her on Raw.
Well, I would love now. We'll get to our WrestleMania predictions now that this event's out the way in a second, because I'm sure they're going to ever change every week. But I would love to see the two women's matches at WrestleMania. But I'd love to just see a singles match between Belair and Cargill.
Oh, of course.
Just there's just a grudge match, and it would be great.
Everybody saw that. Everybody sees that. All right, I'll run down these real quick. Chauncey at number 20 was eliminated by Nia Jax, 15 minutes and 14 seconds. Number 21, Becky Lynch, eliminated by Naomi and Jade Cargill together at 22 minutes and 29 seconds. Alba Fire, number 22, was eliminated by Naomi at 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Shayna Baszler, 23, eliminated by Nia Jax, 8 minutes and 27 seconds. Valhalla with the horns! The horns! She's wearing the horns! She's wearing the horns! I told you she's wearing the horns! My God, Michael Cole.
What was that about? Why was she so excited about the horns?
I don't know, but I just love it.
I mean, I love that he was. Like, good for him. Nice one. But why? Yeah. Why were you so excited? Like,
I don't know, but this comes to the first of the best, probably, honestly, one of the best moments of the Royal Rumble. Of course, it's R-Truth once again.
And do you want to know a little bit of attention to detail here?
What's that?
He came out at number 24. And he came out at number 20. That was his entrant number in the Royal Rumble, in the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they didn't just have him come out at a random point. He came out and his actual entry number and thought it was it's so good. So good.
Also the backup, the WWE exclusive clips. Well, I want to shout this out because I often forget that they do this, and then I see something, and then I go back and I have to watch all these things. WWE has been doing such a great job with these behind the scenes stuff. And the video of R-Truth and Adam Pearce after he was dragging him back and just like, and he's like, why'd you shave it? You just grew your hair back. Why'd you shave it again? And
he's brilliant.
It's so brilliant. I love him.
And I'm so glad that, like, you know, we used to have R-Truth before, and we were getting small doses of him every week. We were getting small doses of him once every so often. But now we're getting what we want, and that is R-Truth every week in larger doses because he's great. It's crazy because he's one of these guys where there's plenty of people that don't, for whatever reason, don't like comedy in wrestling, but for whatever reason they just love R-Truth.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a difference between comedy and wrestling, and then like goofy wrestling, like Here's my thing. You know what I don't like? I don't like Orange Cassidy. I don't like his hands in the pocket, little weird shit, like
the kicks and stuff.
Like that's goofy to me. Or like there's a guy that goes like there's some real goofy stuff. Like there's a whole there's a whole goofy wrestling league where there's like that pizza guy who just tosses pizza around, and like
if the whole company is like that and within that universe, then it works because everyone's a comedy wrestler. Therefore, great.
Yeah,
but it's like I get what you mean by Orange Cassidy in like it's kind of kayfabe breaking. It's like if a guy's like slowly kicking someone in the shins, like why wouldn't you just take him out?
Just punch him in the head and be done with it. Like, because that's why I don't get. That's what I don't like about that is because it just. I know there's things that break the reality, like when Randy Orton is draping you over the second rope, and all you need to do is just put your foot down. Like he's standing there for like 5-6 seconds. I understand it's for the cameras, it's for the angle, it's for the photo. I get that. That's part of wrestling. That's part of the slow movement. But you have to be careful with it because certain people can break the rules of reality in certain ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's fucking great. R-Truth. Valhalla lasted all of 5 seconds, eliminated by Nia Jax, and I don't know if we'll see any repercussions of that, but I loved how irate she was. Like
in the background though, and she was being held back while R-Truth was being walked out. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Michin at 25, eliminated by Nia Jax in 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Zoe Stark at 26, she was eliminated by Liv Morgan in 9 minutes and 58 seconds. In comes Roxanne Perez, which we all knew she was going to be in the Rumble because they had her fucking stuff on the screen.
Yeah, when
they were showing Cody Rhodes, like they were doing the test. I'm like, guys, come on.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't believe they did that.
Not like that's a big deal. She's on the roster, and it wasn't really a big surprise to see her because I think she was in the last year's. But it was just like you could have maybe not. You could have just not had that camera angle. Like somebody should have saw that and said, "Oh wait, maybe we
can't use that." Yeah,
maybe we should get another angle where we don't see the name of somebody. I'm just glad it was, or who knows? Maybe it was intentionally done to just get a little hype.
Easter egg,
Maybe it was. I don't know. Triple H. When you're done bugging our calls, when you're done bugging our line, let me know. Reach out to us at Punks Talk Wrestling on Instagram or at Facebook /Punks Talk Wrestling or on Threads at Punks Talk Wrestling or on TikTok at Punks Talk Wrestling or at Patreon.com /Punks Talk Wrestling.
Everywhere.
Hit us up
at Punks Talk Wrestling.
At Punks Talk Wrestling. Everywhere you can find it. That was good. That was a good slide into the
plug. This is slot that in, right?
Here we go. Number 28 is Jade Cargill. We already knew. 11 minutes and 3 seconds she lasted, eliminated by Liv Morgan at the end. And then Tiffany Stratton, 29 from NXT. She looks like she's $1 million.
Oh, she's great. She's so good.
If you had a briefcase with $1 million in it, and then you had 1 million of those briefcases, that's Tiffany Stratton. Like, she is. She's another one that just has it.
Yeah, she has it.
Yeah. And then number 30, the returning Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Only lasted 6 minutes and 26 seconds, but eliminated by Bayley, by your winner.
Yeah,
and going to WrestleMania. Yeah. Whew.
But with Bayley winning, I mean, it's kind of thus being our first correct prediction of the night, mind you.
Holy shit.
I think obviously I'd love to see now Bayley turn against Io Sky, basically.
I don't know how this is going to work out, and maybe she just doesn't. Maybe she doesn't announce anything. Obviously, we saw Raw, so we saw the interruption by both by Mommy and by Nia Jax.
Yeah. But with the way she said that she's going to make her announcement on SmackDown.
Right.
And
after being intimidated, Nia Jax with a critical success on the intimidation role.
Yeah. But I'd like to think that because she's going to kind of be ousted and a bit disrespected by the rest of Damage Control for quite some time now. I think for her to turn around now and just be like, I want your championship would be great.
It was really confused. Like, now it's getting a little muddy for me.
Yeah.
Because when Asuka and Kairi entered the Rumble, you saw the concern at first on Bayley's face, like, what are you doing? And then Asuka was like so hip to help her, like so happy to help her. What I really wanted, I honestly want to see Damage Control with all the gold. I actually do. I want to see that. I want to see Bayley be comfortable again in Damage Control. I don't know where to go with this.
I think the way I see it, if you go to look, like, Bayley used to be the leader of Damage Control, and she's slowly become not the leader of Damage Control. Yeah, and you know, she kind of almost got given the ultimatum before of, like, not directly, but like, you either in the Royal Rumble, you're out of Damage Control. Like, she's won the Royal Rumble, and I think obviously the rest of Damage Control would expect her to go after Rhea Ripley now. But in fact, if she was to turn around and go after Io Sky, then I think that's a really good story to tell. Yeah, because it can start off like a friendly rivalry, but it could certainly lead and end to a Bayley face turn and an eventual, you know, match between them at WrestleMania.
Well, there's one way to go with this. One way I could see is Bayley convinces Io that they should have their match together.
Yeah.
To ensure that no matter who wins, Damage Control retains the title.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a way to go about that. There's also, obviously, she could say she's going to challenge Rhea Ripley on SmackDown, since Rhea Ripley's not there to confront her about it or whatever. But Damage Control has to turn on Bayley for Bayley to be kicked out. Like, Bayley's not going to leave Damage Control on her own. I don't see her turning on anyone because she's still trying to fit back in again. Like, you know, she's on the out.
You could have her take the angle of, like, you know, because the original Damage Control was her, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, right?
Right.
You could have her be like, try to, I don't know, split off, you know, Damage Control by basically claiming that Asuka and Kairi Sane ruined the dynamic in a way.
True. That's true.
There's definitely fractures you could make, because obviously it's true. Since Asuka and Kairi Sane joined the group, she's been seen as a bit of an outsider in the group, Bayley.
Yeah, but I don't know how that would work either, because it seems like Dakota Kai is firmly on the side of
and she is
Io and Kabuki Warriors. Yeah,
she is. But I think the great thing is, out of all of this, it's like, you know, and the men's Royal Rumble, to be honest, for the first year in years, we've got two winners of Royal Rumbles here, and neither of them I know really what's going to happen or where they're going. And that's great, because normally when someone wins a Royal Rumble, you're like, okay, they're obviously going to go after that person, and then so-and-so is going to win the Elimination Chamber and face the other champion. Like, you can always kind of predict it. This year, I have no fucking idea where we're going with either of them.
Especially with that Seth Rollins swerve.
Yeah, exactly.
On Raw.
We'll get to that later after the Royal Rumble, but holy shit, that was brilliant.
Yeah, so as far as the Rumble, the Rumble match itself, hands down, probably one of the best women's Rumbles.
I'd say so.
I think. Yeah, I'll tell you what. This is how good the product is for me right now. I'm actually warming up to Nia Jax a little bit more. I no longer.
Me too.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, since she's been back, I have a friend of mine who's like the biggest Nia Jax hater. Honestly, he just can't stand her. But even he has been like, shit, like, she's actually been really decent since she's come back. She's had really solid matches on Raw. She had a really good showing at Royal Rumble, eliminated 8 people altogether. She's 8 people? Yeah, eight people altogether. Like, she had that great moment with Jade Cargill on the match. I think she's come back even better. She's come back in actually really good shape compared to what she was, and like she's doing great.
And I'll be with and you know, without, like I said, I mentioned that before, everybody's in better shape, and I think it absolutely shows with her too. Like you can tell, you know, Nia Jax has always been a bigger girl, but you can tell that she's as a big girl, she's just in better, healthier shape. Like you can see it in her face. You know.
But I think she left. She didn't go to, as far as I know, she didn't go to any other wrestling company. But it seems like she left and got some more training for herself, and
she came back
improved
better,
herself and came back better, and good on her, basically.
It reminds me of Nia Jax when she first started, and I was. You can go back. I mean, there's the transcripts on the old Comedians of Wrestling pages. You can shout out to Comedians of Wrestling that, you know, I was a big Nia Jax fan originally. Yeah. And then, you know, it just fell off because
just fizzled, moving on from the Women's Royal Rumble match, we went into the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Championship, which was Roman Reigns, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and brain fart, and AJ Styles. So really intriguing about this match. I think we had spoken about it before, but I am very, very confident in saying that since Roman Reigns started this reign, he has been the last match of every pay-per-view he's been in. Yeah,
I was shocked when I saw that they put this on second.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know why they didn't put it on third. I can understand putting the title match before the Men's Royal Rumble. You know, the Royal Rumble match, usually it's either the Men's Royal Rumble match or a World Heavyweight match at the end, depending on what story is the bigger story.
Honestly, though, with these 4 matches, there is no good nor bad order to put them in. They're all pretty big matches. The only match I wouldn't have put last would have been Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. Like,
well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going about this, because now it makes me wonder if this has all been part of the work.
Yeah,
you know, with Seth essentially trying to demean and bury that title on Roman. It certainly makes that title. You're telling me that the undisputed WWE Universal Championship is less important than the WWE United States Championship?
Right, yeah.
Like, that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And even knowing that Roman was going to win, we were right on that. First of all, let's talk about the match. The match was an excellent Fatal 4-Way match.
Brilliant.
Whether or not we knew who was going to win or not,
we said last week, like, we knew that Roman was going to win, but I just wanted to see how it was executed, and it's great to see how it was done, and it was great. And all 4 guys worked really well together. There was, you know, brilliant like near falls. Everyone got to hit their finisher at one point or another. Like, I think Roman
exactly what we said.
I think Roman took everyone's finisher at one point.
Just exactly what we called that literally that everyone hit their finisher on Roman. Everyone got a pin. Everyone got a tooth count on Roman. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was an exceptional match.
And I love the fact that, you know, like, once, you know, I think they're doing it obviously because it's pissing people off, but getting Solo Sikoa to come out and interrupt like he always does with his hoodie up and hits the spike on someone, like, back to, you know, they know now that people fucking hate that, and like it's garnering, because people are like so sick of him like cheating, but it's like, he's a fucking heel. Of course he's going to cheat. You're not meant to like him, and they don't want you to like him either.
Yeah, exactly. We've said this before. We'll say it again. We'll keep saying it. They are getting the intended results that they want from what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong, and it does. Look at the things that it also does. It progresses other storylines.
Yeah.
There's more going on here than just the match.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what you almost have to go back you have to go back in retrospect and realize, like, yes, I'm getting tired of Solo saving Roman, but you're supposed to be tired of Solo saving Roman.
Exactly.
Because that's how Solo is splitting from Roman, is when Solo stops saving Roman, Roman's going to stop being saved.
Yeah.
You know? But in this instance, I can understand and I accept the criticism of it because there's 3 other guys in the match. You don't need someone else to break up a pinfall. There are other people in the match.
Right, exactly.
But if the goal was to continually degrade Roman and highlight Solo, that's the point. The point is highlighting Solo.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And that's what we're going to get, we are going to see Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns. And I believe we're going to, and we may see it sometime after WrestleMania, because that's where, after WrestleMania, when Roman Reigns successfully defends his championship, now you're in crunch time, because we all know September 13th is the day he beats Hogan's reign.
Yeah.
So, it's coming.
I think if he doesn't, if he keeps the championship this year, he will likely just hold it to WrestleMania 41. That's the way I see it at this point. He is not losing that championship in any other show of the calendar year apart from WrestleMania.
I don't think so either. But once again, like we said, this match, and just like the WrestleMania match, we're gonna let's just operate on the idea that we're getting Rock versus Roman.
Mm.
I want to see that match. I want to see Rock versus Roman. I know that Rock is going to lose.
Yeah.
I know Roman's going to be. That's the whole point, is that Roman has to beat Rock, and maybe he has to do it clean. Maybe he really does have to do it clean. I feel like
he will as well. You know what? I've seen people going nuts about this, because obviously we'll get to the Men's Royal Rumble match in a second and what happened there, but people, it is a vocal minority, but people are going crazy about the fact that we may instead of getting Cody versus Roman, part 2 at WrestleMania and finishing the story and everything like that, that we may be getting Roman versus Rock. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the money match. It just, there is no bigger match that can happen in professional wrestling in 2024 than The Rock versus Roman Reigns. I'm sorry,
exactly.
And I know it's super unfortunate for Cody Rhodes, and it's super unfortunate for CM Punk, and it's super unfortunate for anyone on the roster.
It's
right?
No, it's not. I don't think it's not unfortunate for any of those, because those guys are still there. And
exactly.
Those guys have more things to
I think you could perceive it to be unfortunate, but
yeah.
End of the day, like it goes back to kind of WrestleMania 18. Like we had Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus The Rock, and this is we're in that day and age again where we've got exactly the same thing, but this time The Rock is the Hollywood Hulk Hogan and The Rock is Roman Reigns, and this match kind of has to happen. It's a rite of passage for professional wrestling, and this match has to happen. And honestly, from a selfish point of view, we're going to be there on night 2, and I've never seen The Rock wrestle live before, and
absolutely,
I want to selfishly see The Rock versus Roman Reigns. I want to see one of the biggest matches in wrestling history live in person. So
I do too, and I want to be. I want to be there with you.
I want to be able to say that I was fucking in that building to see that match in person. That's one of those moments where it's like you pinch yourself. It's like, I can't believe I'm actually here. If that match is gonna, that the atmosphere is gonna be more electric than anything you've ever felt in your entire life.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, that has to happen. So I'm all here for that match. Yeah,
and for everybody else, just wait.
Just wait and see. Give it
some time. There's so much more to go on. There's so many more things going on than just that one thing.
Yeah.
Let it play out.
We still got 2 more months before WrestleMania rolls around. That's 8 more weeks of Raw, 8 more weeks of SmackDown. There's 16 more shows and fuck knows how many hours, like 32, 40 more hours of programming before we even get there.
Yeah,
So
there's
give it
so many
time.
more things, and
Yeah.
you know what? I just don't care if I don't care about if you don't want to see Rock versus Roman, that's fine. Then don't watch it.
Yeah.
But just stop with this nonsense of thinking that they shouldn't do it, because they absolutely should. Like, this isn't this. Yeah, it supersedes.
You
the
need to think
industry.
from a business standpoint here. It's like, great. Like, yeah, look, don't get me wrong. If The Rock wasn't available, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is a huge match and
Sure.
and great. But at the end of the day, you're going to get shitloads of viewers for Roman versus Cody. They proved that last year. And they'll do the same this year too. But if you do Roman versus Rock, you're going to get all the same people watching and shitloads more people watching, because people are going to want to see The Rock's first match in over 10 years. They're going to see it. They're going to want to see him in the main event of WrestleMania. They're going to want to see him against up his family member for the WWE Championship. It's going to bring back. It's going to bring in so many. It's good. It's a likelihood to be one of the biggest matches of all time.
This and you know, it goes back to what we've talked about before, earlier today and earlier other podcasts. This comes from people who just don't want to accept anything other than what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I'm sorry, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about any one single person of us. It's about what is really the best story.
Yeah.
You know, they're telling a story. This is, you know, when you watch Iron Man, you know Tony Stark is going to beat the bad guy at the end.
Yeah.
But you don't know how he's going to beat it, and you want to believe he's in danger. You know, like, this is. I tell the people that this is theater. This is high level live action theater.
Yeah.
It's not just professional wrestling. It's not just the athletic in the ring. And if you don't like it, you don't like it.
And hey, I mean, we'll get to the.
But I will. Gonna be some hard edits in this episode.
God damn. All right.
Or maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see how you're feeling at the time.
Not on Patreon. Patreon.com/punchtalkwrestling is where you find the unedited episodes.
I tell you what, if you edited that out, keep this part in. If you want to hear what RW just said just now, then you're gonna have to go to the Patreon and find out.
There you go.
Because boy, spicy stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move. Yeah, let's get to the Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the WWE United States Championship match.
Loved it. Logan Paul keeps winning me over. He's phenomenal in the ring. I knew this was going to be a great match with Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens. It's just fucking great.
And great story.
Yeah.
Great. The match was phenomenal. It was everything I wanted. You know, I was expecting the shenanigans. We got some shenanigans, but they counteracted the shenanigans. And then it was like, oh, but double shenanigans. You know, like the whole thing. Logan Paul and the brass knucks thing is a great continuing thing. Having KO get the knucks off of him, hit him, and then the ref seeing it, you know, for the first time.
Yeah.
The ref sees in a long time. The referee saw what happened. Just beautiful storytelling. And you can't be mad. There's nothing you can be mad about that. There's no way. We want Logan Paul going into WrestleMania with that title.
He's 9 matches into his career. I mean, he's been around for 2 years now. His first match was at WrestleMania in 2022 at WrestleMania 38. So he's, you know, and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's only 9 matches," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, it is only 9 matches. You're right."
Yeah, but have you
Logan
watched
Paul,
those 9 matches?
He's not. You know, he's Logan Paul. He's got a shitload of other things he does in his not spare time, in his life that are other things, running a business or multiple businesses and being what he is. Yeah. So, like, yeah, I mean,
you could tell, but you can tell unquestionably the amount of
he puts a lot of time into
love, the time he put into training,
the
time he put into. I have no idea what he looked like. I mean, you know, I'm sure he was quite athletic before.
Yeah, I mean, he was a boxer before too.
He was a boxer, yeah, but not like this.
No,
Boxing is one thing.
Yeah.
The fact that he is able to do the things that he does,
right,
with the short amount of time that he's been doing it,
yeah,
is you just can't deny it. He is undeniably a superstar.
Yeah.
You know?
What I'd love to see now, actually, from him is I'd like to see him defend his US title at WrestleMania, obviously. But
absolutely.
Between now and then, I'd like to see a little side mission for him, basically wanting to be the WWE champion. So he puts himself in the Elimination Chamber, because I'd love to see someone like him in the Elimination Chamber, because I'm sure he'll do something fucking crazy. So
Yup.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And here's the thing with Logan Paul, if you knew nothing about him, if you just turned on Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens,
yeah,
if this was the first wrestling match you ever saw in your entire life, you would not know that Logan Paul wasn't a professional wrestler his entire life.
You know what? Yeah, this is the first match I'd watched of Logan Paul's where I when it started, I was watching it and I actually thought to myself, like, I'm so used to seeing him wrestle now. Like, this just feels completely normal.
I don't know. I never knew anything about Logan Paul before he joined WWE. I don't watch anything he does. I don't give a shit about anything he does. When a celebrity
wrestles, like, the commentators are very, like, I don't know. The commentary is different for someone like him. But now it's like he's such a mainstay, and he's so good at this that they now everyone just treats him like another wrestler on the roster, and that's brilliant.
And I think the best part of him, and Bad Bunny as well.
Yeah,
like he has the same thing. They both know how to perform.
Yeah,
already.
Exactly.
So they don't have that problem of being in front of large audiences, being in front of thousands of people.
Yeah,
or they just go and do what they got to do.
Exactly. And I'll say it again, like, money match, Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul, like, book that shit at some point.
Dude,
because,
give it. I mean, Logan Paul, Bad Bunny for the US title.
I'll be here for it. I'm here for it. I know a lot of wrestling fans will shit on that idea, but
give me what I want, Hunter! Give me what I want! Give me what I want!
It's great now that Triple H is actually booking the shows. That has so much more meaning to it now. Because you are actually asking Hunter to give us what he wants.
Yeah,
so,
literally. Yeah, great match. 14 minutes solid.
Yeah, solid match. Loved it. Yeah. Good shit.
Loved it. Give me more. You could have made that. Give me a fucking Logan Paul Iron Man match.
Yeah, I'll be into that. It's great. Last year as well, we had 1, 2, 3. He had 5 matches last year, which is great. So
that ain't bad. That ain't bad for a celebrity wrestler.
No, and every single match, excelled 15 to 20 minutes every single match. So
yeah. So it's not even little squashes or like hot spots.
I mean, he went 25 minutes with Roman Reigns, for fuck's sakes. You know what I mean? So come on, like, he's doing well. And if you're choosing to think he isn't, well, that's on you.
That's your loss. I'm sorry. You're the one losing out on entertainment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Aren't entertained by that. That's all I can say about that. That's your loss. That ain't my loss. I'm satisfied. I am entertained. All right, let's get into the main event.
Yeah. Speaking of main event, number one entrant, Jey Uso.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Who had the Iron Man time of the match? 50 minutes, 55 seconds. Absolutely loved it. I think, normally that moniker of, like, lasting the longest in the Rumble is definitely signs of, like, a push. And I definitely think there was no one more deserving in this match than Jey Uso giving that time.
I think we're definitely going to see. Yeah, we're definitely going to see Jey Uso in that Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
If it,
I mean, I hope really within the next year of 2024, we see Jey Uso with a world title. I want it so bad. I really do want it.
Even if it's not right away, let's take a look. He was eliminated by Gunther.
Yeah.
And that right there, hey man, give me Gunther versus Jey Uso for the IC title.
I mean, I said it before. That Jey Uso was my superstar of the year last year, and he's I don't know what it is. I don't know why and what it is, but he's just growing on me so much. He's becoming one of my favorite wrestlers, and I don't know why I'm gravitating towards him on his own. But I don't know. Since he's been on his own on Raw, I've just gravitated towards him, and he's not like a. It's weird. He's not like a. I don't know. His gimmick's not something that relates to me, but it's just I don't know. I just gravitate towards him. I think his
Yeah.
He's just great, and I just fucking love him.
I mean, what's his gimmick? What's his gimmick? Yeet? Yeet's not a gimmick. That's just his catchphrase.
His gimmick is redemption. That's his gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's exactly it. Yeah. You're
and
right.
I love that. And
it's not a gimmick. That's his story.
That's his story.
Everybody's got a story now.
Yeah.
Everybody got a story.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that so much. Yeah.
And the fact that they started it off 1 and 2 with Jimmy and Jey Uso.
I fucking love that. Well, we didn't call that last week, but we did say we could have a Jimmy and Jey face off in the Rumble. And man, I didn't expect to get it 1 and 2.
I did not expect to get 1 and 2, but that's exactly the way to do it, because you give them 1-on-1 for 90 seconds.
The very first time in any kind of match that's ever happened. So
I mean, we've seen them attack each other.
Yeah, but never in during bell to bell, you know.
Yeah.
So that was good to see that, and it was so funny seeing Jimmy Uso the whole match try to team up with people, only for them to just boot him in the face.
Oh god,
he tried to team up with Gunther. He tried to team up with Karrion Kross, and they would all just fuck him up. Braun Breaker.
But also shout out to Jimmy Uso too. His character development in that without his brother
has been great.
Has been great.
It's been so subtle but so good.
And the fact that they've been able to what I think is hilarious too. If you notice, Jey Uso's Yeet shirt is blue and Jimmy Uso's no Yeet shirt is red.
Yeah.
Which seems like it should be exactly the opposite because of what brands they are, but that little bit just kind of I don't know what that is. I don't know what you call that, but it's just funny that that's how it went.
Right.
And I love it. I love the fact that they still have a connection with themselves.
Yeah.
Across brand.
Yeah.
The fact that they just made no Yeet a thing out of, and I don't know how they ever planned that other than just Jimmy saying it and then Roman just saying,
Don't say that.
No, and don't say that. And then he's like, "Oh, got you, no Yeet, no Yeet." And then he's like, "I got you, no Yeet, no Yeet." And then he just kept saying, "No Yeet, no Yeet," and it just they just go for it and it goes over.
And it just works. I mean, it was great when Grayson Waller come out third because he was he went straight up to Jimmy Uso and he was like, "I acknowledge, no Yeet," and then just attacks Jey Uso.
Well, yeah, so that was Grayson Waller was the only one that actually teamed up with him.
He's the only guy. Yeah, he was.
So all right, so here we go. Number 1, Jey Uso, 50 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso, number 2, 34 minutes and 9 seconds. Grayson Waller is always entertaining. I love that guy. He only spent 4 minutes and 5 seconds in the ring.
Yeah.
Andrade, the first surprise returning.
Andrade.
Holy fuck, that entrance gear.
Yeah, man, and the music actually. I really liked his new music too. Yeah, the entrance here was great. I don't know what. Yeah, that was so cool. I haven't seen much of him in AEW. I have seen pictures, and I have seen that his entrance to Tyre has been really cool.
Anyway, number 5, Carmelo Hayes from NXT. Giving this guy 17 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, he did a pretty good showing, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the color. I love seeing all these colors in this table again. They go the Raw, SmackDown, NXT, unaffiliated. I love Wikipedia's tables. Once again, shout out to Wikipedia and their table design. Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke's entrance. This was funny. Pat McAfee getting up and start dancing.
Yeah, bit of a throwback there. Yeah, it was brilliant.
But Corey Graves is like, "You may not want to be dancing with him anymore. This is a different Shinsuke."
Yeah. I love that. This is brilliant.
And Pat McAfee's like, "Whatever, I'm still dancing."
Yeah, I think he was like, "May not like anyone, but you still gotta like me, surely."
Yeah. Exactly. See, those are the types of things, and again, those are I love that's the character of the commentator.
Yeah.
Because they, and Michael Cole has done this too. Obviously, he did it with Valhalla. He's got his favorites that he just loves.
You think you must have seen it on Raw, but Pat McAfee is back now. He's back. Yeah, he's back with Michael Cole on Monday Night Raw, and
God, I love it. I'm so happy.
I already there was one moment during CM Punk's promo where I can't remember what it was, but it's right before Drew McIntyre interrupted CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre's music hits, and CM Punk gets cut off, and I can't remember what he was saying. But and Punk was like, "Oh, that's not what I expected." And then Pat McAfee goes, "What he expected to say was ass," because I think the next word he was meant to say was ass.
Yeah, he said he was about to say, "I've been busting my ass."
Yeah, he'd been busting and he got cut off. Yeah. See, things like that with Pat McAfee are just great because you don't expect him to say it, especially when things on TV are so serious. He gives you these little these little kind of light humor moments in the middle of it all, and he's really good at things like that.
Oh yeah. Next up is Santos Escobar, number 7. He was in for 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Next up, the newly rebranded Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
The Karrion Kross. This is the Karrion Kross that I've been waiting for.
Yeah. Fallen Testament, right? That's the name of the...
Yeah. The Final Testament.
Testament, yeah.
Give the guy a faction. I love the AOP. I love that the AOP is back.
By the way, have you seen the logo for Final Testament?
Yeah, it's like a cross with a
yeah.
notch out for the F.
It's took me so simple but so good. I love it.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up because I did want to mention that is beautifully done.
Yeah,
just exactly so simple.
You can get it on a T-shirt and it looks fucking badass. Yeah.
Hold up. While we're talking about this,
yeah.
Let's just back up to the Roman Reigns match 1 second.
Okay.
Please, for the love of fucking whatever you believe in, get that fucking God mode, greatness on a different level mode shirt off of his fucking graphic. Burn every single one of those fucking T-shirts. They're abominable. They're worse than the core shirts. Greatness on a different level mode is fucking dumb. Stop it. Just stop it. Up next was Dirty Dominic at number 9. Man, yeah. Dirty Dom spending 33 minutes in there.
Yeah, I think Dom had a really good showing here. Like, had some really good... And you know what, man? Like, I don't think
he didn't eliminate anybody, but he was just in there.
He eliminated one person, and he...
he did. He eliminated Braun Breaker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, huge. So if anyone's eliminated, that's pretty big person to eliminate.
Which is exactly because such a good.
We'll get to Braun in a second. Yeah.
Carlito in number 10 spot. Only 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah.
Eliminated by the very next man, Bobby Lashley,
who was only in it for minute 34.
Ludwig Kaiser's up next at number 12, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. He had 0 eliminations.
Yep.
Austin Theory at lucky 13, 3 minutes and 58 seconds with 0 eliminations. Number 14, Finn Balor, 1 elimination for him, 11 minutes and 21 seconds. And there we go, right in the middle. Some might say the crossroads of the Royal Rumble match.
Very good.
Number 15. Well, hey, that was pretty good, right?
It was good.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that again, just edit it. Some may say the crossroads of the Royal Rumble match. That take was worse.
You milked that one up, didn't you?
Milked that one. Yeah, certainly did. Hey, man, if Cody can do it on Raw, I can do it on our own podcast. 43 minutes and 21 seconds, 4 eliminations for the ultimate winner of the Royal Rumble. Spoilers, if you haven't. Spoilers. Number 16, Big Bronson Reed at 10 minutes and 39 seconds. He got 1 elimination.
Yeah.
I like Bronson Reed. I like that guy.
He's great. There's a lot they can do with him. He hasn't really done much, but I do like what he has done so far. So
yeah, he doesn't have to do much. And eliminated by a surprise returning Omos. We'll see later on.
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's give me some big men slapping man meat. Give me some Bronson Reed versus Omos.
Yeah, big time.
Holy shit! You want you want to reinforce the ring for that one.
Yeah, I mean, get Bronson Reed, Omos, Ivar, get all those guys in the ring, man.
Let's just get a big,
Just get a big fucking ring and a bunch of big guys, and just.
Here's a surprise: Kofi Kingston at number 17 only spent 3.5 minutes in the match, and we didn't even see any crazy Kofi Kingston.
No, there wasn't even an attempt. But I tell you something: the last 2 years, he's flopped at both of them. And I think now he's like, I'm past that now. And
maybe he doesn't want to botch him.
Yeah, there's nothing really new I can think of that he could do. So
he was eliminated by the very next man to enter the Royal Rumble, Gunther, at 18. Spent a good 30 minutes and 10 seconds in there.
Yeah, so half the time he spent last year. So
yeah, Gunther with 3 eliminations. Well, it's hard to spend an hour in the Royal Rumble when you're number 18.
When you're 18, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ivar, he's next at number 19. Yep. 4 minutes and just shy of 5 minutes. No eliminations.
I like how much Ivar's been since obviously Eric's been injured. Like Ivar's been getting a lot of TV time, which I love. I really do.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to when Eric's back.
Yeah.
And they can get back together.
Yeah.
He was also eliminated by the very next man to come into the ring. Here he is, number 20, Braun Breaker.
Yeah. What a showing, man! Holy shit!
Yeah.
This guy was just insane. So good.
Don't rush him out of NXT. I don't want. Yeah. They're talking about Tiffany Stratton being ready to go. I don't want to rush too many of these guys out of NXT until they've got someone to take his place.
Yeah.
Don't just bring Braun up to bring him up.
Yeah. Now I will say, I watched this Royal Rumble match with my girlfriend, and she's not savvy with wrestling, and she's watched a few bits and pieces with me, but Braun Breaker, she really liked Braun Breaker. She was like he was explosive. He's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
So it's really good to get a perspective from someone that doesn't watch wrestling, to go this guy's fucking cool. So, and the fuck me, man. The speed at which he runs those ropes is nothing I've seen before. It's insane.
It is unbelievable. Yeah, that dude is so fast. It's exactly right. It's explosive.
Yeah.
Is the only way. We already mentioned it, but Omos is number 21. He comes out. He only spends 2 minutes and 43 seconds because he gets eliminated by Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
As well. Next up, we get a surprise. Pat McAfee enters the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then promptly just climbs over the top rope. He pulled a Drew Carey there. And this is where, and I gotta be honest, this is where they really just dropped the ball. They really dropped the ball with this 22. If it wasn't gonna be whoever it was supposed to be, or maybe it was, or maybe it wasn't supposed to be somebody else, it should have been Jinder. If that could have been
anyone, it could have been Jinder.
If that was an open spot that could have been anyone, and you didn't put Jinder Mahal in that spot, true. Shame. I mean, it's fun. It was funny. It was fine. But there was no Jinder Mahal in the Royal Rumble. What the fuck are you doing? Just what the fuck? What the fuck, WWE? How did you drop that ball? Number 23 is JD McDonough. He spends 3 seconds in there before being eliminated by Jey Uso, and then we get number 24, the real R-Truth. He's only in there for 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
Yeah, immediately getting pushed over by Damian Priest.
Well, yeah, as soon as Damian Priest comes out.
Yeah.
It's
right. Yeah. He's not even in the match yet.
Yeah, Damian Priest isn't even in the match yet. The Miz comes out after him. Miz comes out at 25 for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 6 seconds. Yeah, and then number 26 is Damian Priest. He's in there for 10 minutes and 24 seconds. As we said, he eliminates R-Truth.
Oh, let's not forget how fucking R-Truth entered the Royal Rumble match by getting the hot tag. Yeah. So good. Fucking good. Probably the highlight of that fucking Royal Rumble match was him getting the hot tag.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Damian Priest at 26. He was in there for 10 minutes, 24 seconds. Number 27, the fabled 27 spot.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be the fabled 27
Used to be
spot.
30 is the new 27.
30 is the new 27. Hey, just kind of like Jay-Z. Jay-Z said 30 is the new 20, and he just forgot the 7. Because that was in the past and had nothing to do with wrestling. Yeah, he was in there 21 minutes and 45 seconds up until the end. He was the last one eliminated. Last person eliminated. Ricochet at 28 had 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Number 29, Drew McIntyre, at 9 minutes and 52 seconds, was eliminated by CM Punk.
Yep.
Number 30, Sami Zayn, eliminated by Drew McIntyre in 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Yeah, and of course, as we know now, I don't know. It's hard to tell whether what was the plan and what wasn't the plan. Whether people knew Punk was injured. It's hard.
I feel like Cody. I think that the idea was for Cody to win. I do feel like that was always the plan.
Yeah.
Nothing about that match, or the end of that match, felt like it was on the fly. It all felt like it was meant to go exactly how it was meant to. In fact, I had no indication. I didn't even think that Punk was injured.
I had no indication of that either. I think we were all. Well, everyone was expecting CM Punk to win. I think we voted that CM Punk was going to win.
I guess. Well, here's the deal. Let's look at this. So, the idea that everyone was figuring was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, right? Going into WrestleMania.
Yes.
Now, if we know now that the WWE is like, oh shit, we can get The Rock, so we're going to do The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
You can still have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
So you still, yeah. So yeah, but no, yeah, true. But then that leaves Cody with nowhere to go. So then you're like, okay, well, let's put Cody with Seth Rollins because he's going to win the Royal Rumble. But then it's like, what do you do with CM Punk? And now if you think about Cody Rhodes has a story going here, CM Punk is quite new back. Why don't we do CM Punk basically have his year run to Royal Rumble next year instead? So build him up. Don't put him straight in the main event picture immediately and have him potentially, if he is not injured, then have him go up against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania and then go from there. If it is a legit injury, then yeah.
If it is truly a legit injury, and again, this is my entertainment story brain saying how convenient, exactly like you said, how convenient is it? You don't need to put Punk right in the title picture right away. And of course, the story of him being injured in AEW makes this all the more realistic of, he's all washed up, he's injured again, this is blah, 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 blah. It just falls together. And especially with Drew McIntyre, the Drew McIntyre has been one of the most vocal opponents of his.
Yeah.
And for Drew McIntyre to be the one who purportedly injured him and all of this and everything.
I will say
it is such a great story. Whether it's not, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but it's such a good story that it's hard to believe it's not a story.
One thing that I was thinking it was legit up until one point, and like it could still be legit. It could still be legit. But
was it when Drew McIntyre smashes his arm? That's supposedly
Well, it's not only that; it's the fact that he was using his arm to throw like elbows.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like at the same time, though, you got to think Cody Rhodes wrestled a whole match with a torn pectoral and got attacked on Raw the night after by Seth.
True.
And then he was legitimately injured. So
because there's one of the same when Triple H tore his quads, he finished the match because it's already torn.
Be done.
It's already torn. It's not going to tear anymore.
Yeah. So it's possible. So look, hey, he probably I'm saying likelihood he is actually injured, but
maybe he isn't. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he is injured. Maybe
Irregardless,
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not as bad. I don't know. It's just either way. They either crafted an expert story ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or within that day, they recrafted an expert storyline for it.
Regardless,
and it
CM
just so
Punk's
happened.
promo on Raw was
Outstanding.
Just so fucking good. Like,
yeah, he
from the
is
heart,
great.
what
He is so great. I love CM Punk so much. I've always loved him. He is like, I've been a CM Punk fan for as long as I can remember. This month.
This month.
this year. Well, 2024 is the year. The year everything changes. Everything changes. Like we've talked about.
His promo, the stuff he said, and that it was like just so well put. It's probably the best promo he's cut since he's been back. And
that the whole night of Raw was phenomenal.
Yeah, you could tell we're on the road to WrestleMania now. Like with those two promos.
But yeah, man, there we go. I mean, that was the Rumble. That was the Rumble match. Ends with it ended with Cody pointing at the WrestleMania sign and Roman. But now we know. Who knows? Who knows what might happen?
Yeah. So what we do know is on SmackDown this week we've got a face-off between Cody and Roman, which fuck me, I cannot wait for that.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that Roman is going to agree
with
Drew. Well, he's going to agree with Seth that he shouldn't face him.
Yeah,
it's a bad idea.
But not because of the champ. Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't want to see Cody versus Roman again. And we can't. We can't have that. It's not going to if you
think about this. What if Cody does face Seth at WrestleMania, which is going to be a fucking phenomenal match. Every time those two get in the ring with each other, it's great, right? What if Cody faces Seth Rollins, beats Seth Rollins, win the World Heavyweight Championship, has that belt for quite a time of the year, loses it at some point, and then next year at WrestleMania 41, we wind up again with Cody versus Roman, and that's the year he beats Roman Reigns. So by that point, he would have not only won the world title, but also the WWE Championship, and basically not only finished his story, but added to it as well. So
I could see that, and I'm okay with that. But I'm fully on the train that we can't stop this. We can't stop the train of Roman beating Hogan's reign.
Yeah,
we can't.
Whether you like it or not, I think it just has to happen.
We've way past the windmill on this one.
Yeah.
Overall, let's talk over before we wrap it up overall, because we've kind of been lax on our ranking systems of this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We haven't done that in a while. Out of 20, because we don't do 5 stars, we don't do 1 to 10, we do D20s.
That's right.
Because we don't have point 0.5s. We just have more numbers.
Just solid numbers.
Yeah, just whole numbers. Well, without gender, we obviously we deduct. I have to deduct 2 whole points out of that.
I've got my number in my head right now for what I would call it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 17.
That was exactly mine. That was mine.
There you
17.
go. There it is. 17 at it. We got a 17. We rolled a 17.
We got the point for gender, but I it's like they weren't the best Royal Rumbles ever, but they certainly weren't the worst. And like I thought the women's Royal Rumble was the best women's Royal Rumble there has ever been. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was still great.
Yep.
The stories that they're telling are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everybody's still over.
Everybody's over. You don't really hear the word buried anymore. It's not really a word you hear too much these days.
Nope, not at all. what do we end? What do we got to do before we go?
What are we going to do before we go?
It?
Well, next week we are doing, now obviously it's February as of tomorrow, so we're doing a, well, if you're listening to this, it's already February.
By the time you listen to this, it will be February.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing a lot of like Elimination Chamber themed-ish things on the way up to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Perth.
That's right. So we need to.
So next week we are doing a review of a previous Elimination Chamber. Now, there have been 32 Elimination Chamber matches in history. Now, we can't do it by event because Elimination Chamber has happened at many different variations of events. So, well, I suggest that we roll of some description something out of 32. So whatever we land on, we'll get the number match, and that will, whatever corresponding event will go with that.
All right. So that means that's a D20 and a D12.
Yeah.
We got some barbarian hit dice.
There we go.
On this one. I like that. I like that idea. So we'll watch whatever event
had the corresponding number match. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might get two elimination chambers.
We might even get the ECW December to Dismember terrible pay-per-view, which happened because that was an Elimination Chamber match,
which also had CM Punk in it.
It did in the Elimination Chamber match. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I'm all for it. So
I got a D20 in my hands right now.
All right, let me find my D12 here out of all my. Ooh. There we go.
Right.
Oh, here's a D12 that I got. Oh, fell on the floor. This was a D12 that I got from a pack of dice I bought out of a vending machine in Charlotte, North Carolina on tour in March. I
got a D20 made by our good friend Justin. So how about
that? Hey! Shout out, Justin! How are you doing, buddy? You can't answer me because this is a recording. Oh, man. I miss Justin.
How could you not, huh?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
I got to have drinks with Justin when I was in California.
You did. Yeah, sure.
When we were recording our last album.
Yeah.
God damn, that was
fucking ages ago.
That was fucking ages ago. That was 2020. Yeah, that was like
2021. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of 2021. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ.
A long time ago.
All right. Rolling at the same time here?
I've got a new rolling method. I put the dice in I have a shot glass.
Okay.
This is my Baron Mary's shot glass. Shout out to the Baron Marys. Check out the Baron Marys on Spotify. They are one of my friends and punk band from Philadelphia.
There we go.
There's our punk corner for this episode too. I got a little nice Baron Mary shot glass that I keep guitar picks in.
Beautiful.
But I also, you hear that? I jingle the die around, and then I just jingle the die and pop it on the table. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I got 7.
Oh, I also got a 7.
No fucking way.
I got a 7. We got 14. Yeah.
14. So it's Elimination Chamber 2012. I remember some of this for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. All right. Yeah. Well, there you go.
All right, that's it. That's set up for next week.
Yeah, just the only other thing I gotta say is once again, make sure to follow, like, subscribe, whatever it is, whatever you're listening to this on, push the button that says you like it.
Yeah. The positive
all
things.
All of our social media
icons.
All of our social medias again, yeah. Facebook and the Facebook group, Punks Talk Wrestling. Instagram, Threads, TikTok, @Punks Talk Wrestling. Patreon.com/Punks Talk Wrestling, where you can listen to all our uncut episodes. Ooh, all right. So that's it, right?
That's it. And I guess if you want to know, I think we covered it last week, but in 2 weeks from now on Valentine's Day, the podcast will be coming out one day earlier, so it'll be coming out on the 14th of February on a Wednesday.
Special Valentine's Day edition.
Yeah, we'll be watching St. Valentine's Day Massacre from 1999. So that'll be the review for that week. Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, then that really is it now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're fucking awesome, man. Speaking of which, Cody Rhodes, I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking directly to Cody Rhodes. Because I need to correct you, sir, because you are incorrect. You said during the press conference that no one likes Stardust, and you are wrong! You are wrong! I loved Stardust! Stardust was the greatest thing that you ever did in that time period of WWE.
In the new 2K game, Stardust is DLC.
Oh my god, thank you! I hope. I don't know how you're going to do it, but there's got to be a day, somehow, that you put that Stardust face paint back on.
Just one day.
More time.
Just one more time.
Just one time.
Yeah.
One time for me. When I see you at WrestleMania, because I will find you, I will be shouting it. I'll be shouting it from our seats. I'll have a sign that says "Cody's wrong. I love Stardust." I might even show up to WrestleMania in Stardust face
Full
paint
Stardust
myself.
gear.
I can. Holy shit! We can call me Star W Hellborn. I'm just gonna take. That's so dumb.
Oh god. Oh god. Jesus. Oh, it hurts. All right. Okay.